Yes, people. GRP back with second topic, and this is about the Leaving Neverland director who condemns Antoine Fuquas' upcoming Michael Jackson biopic. Interesting. This comes to us via IndieWire, and it says Bohemian Rhapsody producer Graham King's upcoming Michael Jackson biopic has been picking up steam in recent weeks, enlisting Antoine Fuqua to direct and casting the pop star's nephew Jafar Jackson to play him, which we'll do a story on in a bit. The project comes nearly 4 years after Dan Reed's HBO documentary Leaving Neverland shed new light on the child molestation allegations made against Jackson. While the documentary caused many fans to see Jackson in a new light, the series director says he still thinks the allegations aren't being taken seriously enough. In a new op-ed in The Guardian, Reed reiterated his criticisms of Jackson and why he still believes the singer is guilty despite being acquitted in court. The most shocking insight of Leaving Neverland, and the most painful of for any parent to accept, is that as part of the grooming process, the predator makes the child fall in love with him, drawing them into a kind of guilty complicity in the abuse, Reed wrote. So child SA victims will, bafflingly to the uninitiated, cover up for their abusers and protect them for years or decades. This is why Robson became a key defense witness at the 2005 child SA trial of Jackson and was instrumental in getting him acquitted. The jury believed Robson and found the singer not guilty. He now admits he lied in court to protect his mentor and abuser. Reed went on to criticize the media for its coverage of the project and what he sees as downplaying of the allegations. I don't think I need to read any more of that.
What's it called, Damien? That syndrome. You know when you start to...
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, Stockholm
That's
syndrome.
what they're basically saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
When
And he's not wrong.
No,
he's not wrong.
he's
And
not
I never
wrong.
knew about that guy came out after. Who's Robson, by the way?
No, I didn't know about that either.
Who's Robson?
No idea.
But apparently he's someone who was spending time with Michael Jackson, gave evidence in that second trial, and now has come out since and said, I was lying.
Yeah,
So
but... You see, the thing is, it's a touchy subject. Because at the end of the day, we will never know. We will never really know.
I think
I know he had tendencies. Well, I'm saying I know. I don't know.
no, you know, because
Do I know?
the first one.
Okay.
Remember, it's not. Don't you not find it strange that they don't mention too much about the Geordie Chandler one,
No.
the one where he had to settle?
Yeah.
Do you notice that they always talk about the second one where he got off, which we know pretty much that guy was his parents were trying to scam.
But I do
right?
know that lawyers, a lot of the time, even when they are innocent, tell them to settle. Just settle. It's going to cost more. Sometimes settling costs less than the actual lawyer.
You're right.
In the short term.
In the short,
Yeah.
but there's two things I would argue. But first of all, the main thing is that, remember, it came out afterwards that the kid had too much information on Michael. That if it went to trial, he would probably get found guilty, and that's the real reason why they settled.
Okay.
The second one is, speaking personally, I know it goes for both of you as well, so I know you two well. I don't care if I'm broke. If I'm a millionaire and I'm broke after I defend myself of these allegations, I don't care. I need to be free from these.
I'll make my money back in 10 years.
Do you know what I
But
mean?
you know you won't be.
No, but
No,
if I spend,
Doesn't matter.
I know where you're
You
coming
know what
from.
I'm saying.
I know where you're coming
You're
from.
still tarnished.
But at least I've proven in court that I am not guilty.
Okay.
I'm innocent.
I
Do you see what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
hang over me.
Yeah, but there will always. You're right.
Doesn't
There's
matter.
always going to be some people
Doesn't matter.
that will
We'll
say some,
no, I know he done
yeah,
something.
yeah.
He may have got off and there was no evidence.
right. But I would spend every single because think about settling. Settling basically means you done it. You can't.
Sometimes.
You can't. Yeah, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
But would you want that stigma on you?
I think, me personally, Michael Jackson has been a person that's been able to throw money at everything in his whole life. Everything. So what he settled for is pocket change.
Yes.
Like 2-3 million. When he was at that height, even then, pocket change. That's like you giving £100.
Well, we don't know how much he settled for though. So that's it could be a lot more than that.
But even still, whatever it was, it's life changing for them, and I believe it's pocket change.
But
even if it's 10 mil.
But then we could say, then why didn't he settle the second case? Do you see what I'm saying?
Because maybe they said that because he was
There's a
broke.
But he still had money.
Money was running out though, because when he died, he never had fuck all.
But you saw how much he borrowed off the Bank of America, right? Do you see? He's the kind of person that even Brock, because of who he is.
Yeah, he's not our Brock.
Right.
My Brock is dead.
That reminds me.
I'm walking in no bus.
White Chicks when she goes, "Are we Martha Stewart broke?
Yeah.
Or MC Hammer broke? MC Hammer broke.
Yeah, we MC Hammer. That's why we
It's
pray.
Hammer time.
Pray.
Yeah.
But okay, so they're making the film. Well, is it biopic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do we think?
Listen, before I give it over to Damien, right? I think he's been a bit presumptuous. He should wait and see how the film comes out. But I will say he has somewhat of a gripe because we know it's the Michael Jackson estate that's behind this. So a lot of things are going to be whitewashed, as we said in the previous video.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
But to be fair, if I was I could do it and just be factful. The fact is, he got paid off. The fact is, he got chucked out of court. Fact is, nothing stuck. And still do the same story.
But then, they're
you can gloss it a bit.
For instance, the stuff that came out in public about what Geordie Chandler had said, they're probably not going to bring that in.
No.
But that's factual.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they can be factual without giving details. The fact is, this kid's come out, Michael, it went to court, we settled out of court, I'm not going through all this, done. Because you haven't got to get into the nitty gritty because it doesn't exist in law. And still do the film.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, it'd be short parts on the court cases and stuff, and there's longer on the actual entertainment and the story of his life, and you know.
But that's the thing, it pertains to how much they want to have in the film, and because the breadth of his life as a musical artist, and then you've also got the stuff that happened before that with the Jackson 5s, with his father.
Yeah, where they coming from?
This film could be like a 2-part, 4-hour film.
Yeah, it could be.
Literally, the breadth of his life.
It could
so
be.
you've got to think, right, we've got him growing up with Jackson 5, being beaten by his father, and everything that happened there. Then we've got him branching out, being solo. Then we've got the record contract. Then becomes the biggest, king of pop.
King of pop. Yeah.
Then we move.
Then
to
the
King of
controversy.
Pop. Before the controversy, we've got the face,
the hair burning.
Then we move forward. We've got the Macaulay Culkin thing. Then we move forward from there. We've got okay, you're now making the song Earth and the rest of it. What's it called? The one we talks about the Earth, and he's.
Earth Song.
Earth Song.
And then what
look what we've done to the world.
And then you go, right, I'm going on the tour stuff he did, and then it's like, right, let's quickly touch on what happened here.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the first case.
Yeah.
We only need to mention one. People know it happened. We'll talk about the second case because that one we can kind of get away with that.
Yeah.
We haven't got to mention the first.
That's what I'm saying. You haven't got to.
We've
acknowledge it and skirt over it.
And that's I can see them doing.
And then they can keep the family happy, but it's still factual. So I think he ain't really got a leg to stand on.
Well, this guy is actually he's saying that they're not taking it seriously enough, which I can kind of see where it's coming from.
Who's not taking it serious?
No, the people in general are not taking it serious. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's Michael Jackson, and I mean we even caught some some comments on our last video.
Did we?
Where someone was saying, "Oh, look at you lot, just talking about what you don't know about and blah blah blah." Listen, I don't know for definite that he did it. There's enough smoke there to be able to say, you know what, I can give an opinion based on the facts of the matter.
Right.
Yeah.
That I know.
You're right. But do you know what I mean?
To your point, there's two ways I look at it. I mean, one, having been and I don't know, I think I know you guys want to know, I think I'm speaking from a place in this, but having gone through court myself and got to the point where I was nearly made homeless to contest against something I didn't do, and coming out and knowing I didn't do it, it still gets used against me. And I know that I've got on court documents, I didn't do that shit. But for him, going to Leon's point, when you're around money, when you're around lawyers that literally are looking more at finances than career,
Right.
they can go to him and they're the ones that are informing him and saying to him, you know what, Michael, this is going to be more beneficial for you. And he may have just been naive enough to go, oh yeah, okay, if that's going to be the best thing for me. And then I just like throw it off that way. Because it's either...
You're talking about the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one.
Right. But then my point is, why didn't they do it in the second one then, if that's the case?
That's what I get, but that's my thing. Like the first one, I can see why I think, but the second one, that's where there's the blurred lines of why.
So I think the first one, they've said, look, you're just...
He's banged to rights.
You're too... Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
More that.
Yeah.
Pay him off.
Yeah.
If he'll take it, go. Second one, no evidence.
Yeah.
They've got nothing on you.
Yeah.
Let it ride.
Yeah.
Let it ride. They got nothing. The guy nowhere.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah, I agree.
Let it ride.
I agree.
You know, and more fool the actual parents for taking the settlement or the child, because he was adult at that point, was he?
Who, Geordie Chandler?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
No,
by the time it went to court.
By the time he was paying off,
by the time he was
of
paid
age.
off. Yeah, he was about 17 by that time.
Okay,
like
but
because
so
it happened when he was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably the parents were still in charge because it was like 21 when you're legally an adult.
Yeah.
But the parents took the money, so therefore, they're the ones.
Yeah.
You're as bad as him.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
If you take money for the abuse of your child, you abused your child.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
I don't
100%.
care if you give me all of Elon Musk's back catalogue.
I don't care.
I'm
I
not
don't
taking
care.
it.
I need to see at the very least your ass in jail.
Right.
I'm saying at the very
And
least.
then I want
That's
my
why I
money.
get my hands on
That's
you first.
why I said the very
That's when I
least.
get my hands on you
That's
first.
why I said the very least.
Jail, death, and a payout for you to have therapy forever.
Right.
Forever, you know. For the rest of their life, because they will need it.
Yeah.
So,
And this is coming from someone who's gone through that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You know I've gone through that, so it's not even
it's not even.
Bro, that's why I'm so protective of my kid. Like there's very few people that I'm willing to leave him with because of that.
Nope.
You know what I
Even
mean?
my daughter, no sleepovers. Nope. You're staying at home where I can see your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, listen, everyone can make their own mind up. I mean, the guy's got a point. I think the guy from the Garden, he's got a point. But let's see how the biopic turns out, I guess.
Well, this is it.
You know, but I've got a feeling you're right. I think they're going to touch on it. Don't you think?
You can skirt over it nicely.
But without,
You can skirt over it.
And then just leave it to the rest of us to be, chatting about it.
Because that's how if I'm doing it, that's exactly how I would do it. I would say that the lawyers came to him, the accountants came to him. It's going to be cheaper to settle.
Yeah.
I know you're innocent. I know you want to go to court, blah, blah, blah. But it's cheaper to settle right now. Okay.
This guy, man.
But yeah, it's simple as that. Simple as that.
Yeah, man. But anyway, guys, what do you think about what Dan Reed said in The Guardian about this whole thing with Michael Jackson's biopic? You agree? Disagree? Leave some comments down below and let us know what you think, please.
Your butt is mine. And it's mine.